Hey there, it's Annick Magac from Woman Rider, and I'm here with Kelly McCaughey. Today we are at a dirt bike event for women, and I wanted to talk to Kelly because you organized this event and you put it together. So I want to know, like, what made you decide to get a bunch of women together to ride?
You know, when I learned riding, even the very first day that I learned, there were guys who taught me to ride, and they took me through the woods, and that's what I fell in love with, was trail riding and woods riding, and that's always just been, I feel really lucky and blessed that I was just shown that, and it's not something that everybody gets to see. And so over the years, I've attended a couple other women's events. The Babes Ride Out events are great. I ended up helping them out with some of the East Coast event this year. I flew out to their West Coast event, which is Babes in the Dirt, and that was really fun. And there's definitely been a lot of crying out from girls that I've met through that organization of like, we need an East Coast, we need an East Coast. And it's challenging here, it's challenging. We don't have the public areas, we don't have a lot of bike rental places. Right. And so for me...
You're speaking specifically about dirt, because some of the Babes Ride Out they're street oriented.
Yeah, some of them are street.
So, question for you. Did you start off riding dirt or on the street?
I started off on a dirt bike, actually, the one that's here, that's being borrowed today. And pretty much started in a field. Okay. My very first day of riding, I took to it very easily. It was super fun, and that very day they said, okay, now we're going to take you through the woods, and that was really challenging and really awesome. And as soon as I was like 50 feet into the trail, I remember thinking to myself, I want to get good at this. This is so cool, and I was probably going like this fast.
Right. But it's, the feel of it.
Yeah, it's such a challenge. It's such a mental challenge, it's a physical challenge, and I fell in love. And so I again, like, I know there's girls out there who haven't even had a chance to do that, and I think it would open doors for people who, you know, I feel grateful I found another sport that I like doing.
So here's one thing, is that a lot of times what I've witnessed in being in the industry and being around a lot of motorcyclists for a number of years is that it's hard sometimes to find other women to ride, even though over the years there's a lot more women rider. How did you find this group or people to come together? Like, what did it take to put an event like this together?
I've met really not many girls who ride dirt, and they're so different. That even I've met girls who ride, like, you know, maybe heavier ADV bikes, and it's like, well, we can't really ride together because I ride very, very different stuff. So that's kind of a challenge. But really where a lot of it started was I rode an event up here. And I used a hashtag on Instagram for the event. Okay. And the other, my partner with this property here, she rides as well, and she rode that event, and she found me through the hashtag. And so we connected and started talking. And then slowly I would see other girls, you know, posting on Instagram saying, we really need a girls event, we really need a girls event. And I would kind of chime in and say, like, hey, if I put something together, would you be interested? So it went from like putting casual feelers out to like just building this list of girls. And I heard the same story every time. It was, I ride with all men, and I want to ride with a girl so I can get better. Because when you see someone you can model yourself after, and you can keep a pace with someone who rides like you, that can really help. And that was my issue too. I ride with all men, and they obviously, you know, they've been riding for decades, and so they're just different than me. So I think for me, riding with other women, whether they're better, not, you know, beginner, whatever it is, it's just going to help me in a way that I don't get, you know, like just riding with the dudes. And so every girl here kind of had that same issue.
And when you put this together, you wanted to structure it so that the women would come in, meet, and then have a full day of riding and testing out some different gear, of sharing. There's been a lot of sharing in gear because there isn't still that much women's dirt bike gear on the market. It's changing, and I will say that the big complaint that everybody had last night is that they're sick of the pink. So if there's any manufacturers watching this, please just keep that in mind. We want another color besides pink or purple. Anyway, my other question is that how could people find out about this event?
Right now I'm sharing little bits personally through my personal Instagram.
And what's that?
Which is Kelly McCaughey.
Can you spell it for everybody?
Yeah, at KELLY MCCAUGHEY. A little bit of a mouthful, but maybe you can tag me in something. Okay. I am working towards giving it an actual name. We're hashtagging this week an event Catskills Mountain Moto for now. All one word, Catskills Mountain Moto. And then we're just working from there. We have a couple of things in the works for future events, TBD. So I'll definitely be sharing that. For now, that's about it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I also want to say that, you know, Women Rider here on this page, this is a great area for people to connect, women to connect together and reach out to each other. We want this, page and this magazine to be a great community and to build it. So if there's other people that you want to find to ride with, please feel free within the comments or just within the page to try to connect to other women. And I love seeing these people, all these ladies coming up behind us. Awesome. So you guys have a great day. Enjoy your Saturday, and we need to go ride.
Yeah, let's get out there.
Peace.
Later.